down the stairs, pulled out a firearm, a pistol, and started shooting.
Shanan Abdul-Hamid says he ran for his life, fearing his childhood friends might be dead.
First shot went, I believe, stuck in his chest, and I heard the fellow on the ground and him start screaming. And while I was running, I heard the second pistol shot hit his jam, and I heard his son on the ground.
Abdul-Hamid is the only one of the students who's been able to leave the hospital. There's been an outbreak of pediatric pneumonia cases in Ohio, says CBS's Meg Oliver.
Doctors say in most cases bacterial pneumonia can be treated with antibiotics and doesn't require hospitalization. And while some communities are seeing an uptick in cases, keep in mind we are in the middle of cold and flu season.
The federal judges blocked the state's ban on TikTok, says CBS's Tom Foti.
Under a new law there, TikTok was supposed to be banned in Montana come New Year's, but a U.S. district judge says no. In his view, the state ban oversteps state power and infringes on the constitutional right of users and businesses. That keeps the popular social media platform available as the case goes higher up in the court.
Republican Congressman George Santos could become a former congressman on Friday when the House votes on an expulsion resolution.
That's fine. So what, a job in Congress? A job I fought to get? That's fine.
If he gets the boot, Santos would be just the sixth member of the House to be ousted by his colleagues. 3 members were expelled for disloyalty to the Union during the Civil War, and 2 for being convicted of crimes in federal court. A New York appeals court has reinstated the gag order that had barred Donald Trump from commenting about court personnel. On social media, Trump had insulted the law clerk in his civil fraud trial in New York. Trump is being sued by the state attorney general on charges he exaggerated his wealth on his financial statements used to secure loans. This is CBS News.
Make the hiring process work for you. With Indeed's end-to-end hiring solution, you can attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. Start at Indeed.com/credit.
It's 10:03 at the Bay Area's new station, KCBS. Partly cloudy this evening. Going to become mostly clear after midnight. Might even run into a little bit of drizzle here and there. Look for your lows to be in the lower 40s, 30s in the North Bay. Good evening. I'm Shane Guinness, and here's what's happening. Now, attorneys for the accused killer of tech entrepreneur Bob Lee in San Francisco back in April, well, they're pushing for a change of venue ahead of the coming trial. KCBS's Mike DeWall reports that the defense team led a defiant scene outside the courtroom.
The attorneys for Nima Momeni contend his client can't get a fair trial in the tech-heavy city of San Francisco.
Bob Lee is a local luminary in the tech industry, and that's what San Francisco is.
That's attorney Tom Zongane, who also filed a motion to get Momeni's vehicle back. Particularly at issue, photos of Momeni in jail, seemingly smiling and posing for a freelance photographer's lens. The photos appeared in local media.
In my 25 years and Brad's 27 years, no one's ever seen anything like this. And it has unfortunately taken a extremely negative position on where this case is going.
Zongane claims neither Momeni nor the defense agreed to the photos.
What they did was disgusting. What they did was illegal. What they did was civilly responsible, and someone is going to be held responsible. There will be a reckoning.
A judge will decide on the change of venue next month. The trial is tentatively set for March. At the Hall of Justice in San Francisco, Mike DeWall, KCBS.
Well, Santa Rosa police continue to investigate 2 separate school incidents yesterday involving knives, one of which resulted in injuries to a 14-year-old student. KCBS's Jeffrey Schaub reported the events come just days after a court ruling in the case of a Montgomery High School student charged with voluntary manslaughter in the fatal stabbing of a fellow student last spring.
The mid-morning attack near the ball fields at Santa Rosa High involved opposing gang members who got into an argument. Santa Rosa Police Sergeant Patricia Steffen says a 16-year-old student slashed the 14-year-old several times.
The 16-year-old suspect pulled a large kitchen knife, commonly referred to as a butcher's knife, out of the back of his waistband.
The victim was treated at a hospital and released. Police later found the suspect at his home where he was arrested. Also Wednesday morning, Montgomery High School administrators learned a student might have a switchblade in his bag. They asked to search for it.
He refused to comply and actually walked away from the campus.
Police responded, found the knife, and arrested the student. Both incidents come days after a juvenile court judge found a Montgomery High freshman not responsible for the fatal stabbing of fellow student Jaden Pienta last March, a case that rocked the city's schools community. In Santa Rosa, Jeffrey Schaub, KCBS.
Now, Oakland City leaders are inviting residents and visitors to do their holiday shopping locally this year. KCBS's Montgomery Dillon explains what the city is doing to make that easier and safer.
Councilmember Dan Calv extended an invitation to shop in Oakland and bragged about unique artisans and boutiques here on Piedmont Avenue.
Piedmont Avenue is wonderful. You can find things that you can't find other places.
More importantly, local merchants pay taxes that the city can use to hire more police officers and community ambassadors, also to purchase license plate reading systems.
Crime, including crime, commercial corridors have gone up and down over the years, and this year it's gone up. In some cases, in some weeks, way up.
Oakland police say they're focused on the city's commercial corridors through the end of the year. Melissa Roberts owns a jewelry boutique and leads the local merchants association.
They said that they would like to see more security in the parking lot here because their customers are afraid to park in the parking lot because their windows might get smashed.
Roberts says she's been doing business for 17 years on Piedmont Avenue, and she's lived through economic downturns before, but she's optimistic about this holiday shopping season and beyond. In Oakland, I'm Maria Dillon, KCBS.
Well, a San Francisco man has been arrested for allegedly trespassing in Barnes Transbay Tube on Wednesday, disrupting the evening commute. BART officials say Jerry Howard is suspected of entering the tube by pulling the emergency door wheel from a train moving through the tube, BART said Thursday on the website X. Now, alarms were triggered and train service was halted while police searched the tube and reviewed surveillance cameras. The disruption came about 4:45 p.m. and caused major delays in both directions as the tunnel between San Francisco and the East Bay was closed. Now, once we confirmed via surveillance and search that he exited using an emergency pathway and was no longer in the tube, service resumed according to a statement by BART on X. Now, BART service through the Transbay Tube resumed shortly after 6 p.m. on Wednesday. Well, just ahead here on KCBS.
I'm Megan Goldstein in Napa and Sonoma counties on why the border is being moved slightly near Spring Mountain Road.
Traffic and weather together here on the 8th on KCBS. Starting off with the 10 o'clock hour, we say good evening to Claire Beverly. She's going to take us to a new crash on 101 in Sunnyvale.
Hey Shane, good evening. Yep, it is southbound Highway 101 right before you get to Lawrence Expressway. A car and a truck wrecked. It looks like the two left lanes are blocked off. Just started to get word of this one. I can see quickly though, looking at the KCBS interview cams, the traffic's already backed up from Fair Oaks Avenue. Past that, they're getting ready to do some road work on southbound 101 near the merge with Highway 87. Although in Des Moines, that's actually flowing along pretty well. Now I want to head to the San Pablo area. We've got a big slowdown here on westbound Interstate 80. If you're trying to get from San Pablo over to Richmond and El Cerrito, there's two things going on. First, there's a crash. Westbound Interstate 80 west of San Pablo Dam Road. That's still got the right lane blocked off. Then you've got road work starting up on westbound 80 from San Pablo Avenue over to Central Avenue. The two left lanes are blocked off. So that's all one big slowdown at the moment. Our next report, 10:18 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
All right, thank you, Claire. We're taking a look at your KCBS Bay Area forecast. Going to be partly cloudy here at the moment. Going to see more clear skies though once we get around after midnight. In some parts of the Bay Area though, you will see just a slight chance of rain. Going to have your lows in the lower 40s through most of the Bay Area. If you're over in the North Bay though tonight, you will see those temperatures a bit cooler, getting into the mid to the upper 30s. Now for tomorrow, sunny skies will start off the day. You're going to see clouds and a slight chance of rain though later on in the afternoon and evening for your Friday night. Look for temperatures to be in the highs for low 60s. Traffic and weather together here on the 8th on All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS.
Now it's time for the closer of the week. Presented by LiftMaster and R&S Door. Turn your garage into the envy of the neighborhood. Visit rsdoors.com. This week's closer comes from Gabriella from San Leandro. Juan, Carlos, and Lupe did a wonderful job recently. I was really impressed with how fast they worked and how beautiful the outcome was. They were a great price. Highly recommend them. Recently, my garage door opener was not working. I was in need of a closer. I was put in touch with R&S Doors, and they hooked me up with a brand new garage door opener from LiftMaster. With LiftMaster's MyQ connectivity, my garage door opener can be controlled right from my smartphone. You'll know when a door or gate has been left open and can close it with a tap, no matter where I am. If you want the first 10 callers and receive 20% off a LiftMaster garage door opener, call 1-800-6-DOOR. That's 800-6-A-DOOR. Or visit rsdoors.com. R&S Doors. Look for the red truck.
What if you could slash your electric bills nearly in half? You can. Semper Solaris is offering a new Solar Plus battery program that can cut your electric bill up to half. Here's how. We'll install solar panels and a battery at no cost to you. You only pay for the electricity your new panels produce. You'll save thousands of dollars on your electric bill. There's nothing for you to own or maintain. There's nothing for you to repair. There's nothing to worry about. You just pay a significantly lower electric bill. It's the simplest and easiest program that'll save you thousands of dollars starting day one. Semper Solaris is your local veteran-owned solar and battery installer. We get the job done right with esprit de corps and honor. You don't have to buy a Solar Plus battery system. You don't have to worry about fixing or maintaining it. You don't have to worry about anything. Slash your electric bills by up to half. Call 415-367-0747 or visit sempersolaris.com.
The border between Napa and Sonoma counties will be changing slightly. As KCBS Megan Goldie reports, what's happening at the request of a winery owner whose property straddles the line.
But way up here in the Spring Mountain District, west of St. Helena, you can see a whole lot. And from right here at Sheldon Richards Paloma Vineyards, you can also see the line between Napa and Sonoma counties.
I bought a fire truck after the fires in 17. There's a fire hall down there, and that fire hall is technically in Sonoma.
Okay, so right over there. He says the process to move the border about 2 acres in Napa's favor has been anything but a land war.
We just had to follow procedures, file the right papers. Both Sonoma and Napa have agreed to it, and it went through.
Now, as a Napa winery, Richards knows he may be facing more and different regulations, but he says for that name on the bottle, it's worth it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're wine-centric here. We're border-to-border wine. Sonoma's more diversified, whether it's seafood or apple orchards. It's a different world, different grapes.
And Napa, he says, is his home. Now it's just going to be official. In Napa and Sonoma, Megan Goldsby, KCBS.
It's tree time. Outdoor Supply Hardware is stocked with freshly cut Christmas trees starting at just $29.99. Experience the scent of the season with Douglas, Graham, Noble, and Nordman firs. Tied on space, Bosch has elf trees available with or without lights. Holiday swag is here too. Shop Bosch for fresh cedar garland by the foot. That's perfect for mantles and banisters. And our Nobleman's wreath will add a holiday touch to any door. Visit Bosch for fresh trees, garland, and more. Available in store only. Selection and availability may vary.
You're invited to our Decory Winter event, November 30th through December 10th. Hi, this is Ronnie Heller, president of Barron's. See the amazing Decory Winter collection of handcrafted rings and the latest Decory designs. During this event, pay no sales tax on any Decory purchase. Plus, with any engagement ring over $3,000, receive a 1-carat lab-grown diamond. Stop by or schedule an appointment at barronsjewelers.com. Barron's, legacy of elegance.
I think we're lost again.
Wait, what is that sign over there saying?
Caution, wildlife crossing?
No, next to it.
If you're 60 or older, you may be at increased risk of serious consequences from RSV, respiratory syncytial virus, compared to adults younger than 60. Ouch, I didn't know that. Not all dangers come with warning labels. Talk to your pharmacist or doctor about getting vaccinated against RSV today. RSV vaccines, including Pfizer's, are available. Learn more at bewareofrsv.com. Brought to you by Pfizer.
If you have a dog, you might be worried about your good boy being bad for your carpet. But if you had life-proof and pet-proof technology carpet, you wouldn't have to worry, even if you had a whole pack of dogs. Because life-proof and pet-proof technology delivers permanent built-in stain and soil protection that never washes or wears off. Quiet. Good dog. Life-proof and pet-proof technology available only at the Home Depot. Our doers get more done.
That coming up on KCBS.
This is Shannon Golden with more on what global crude oil cuts could do to drive up prices at the tank.
At KCBS News Time right now, 10:15, we're talking sports. Well, Tiger Woods, he played in his first PGA Tour event in more than 7 months. He has right foot and ankle operated on, and he says they held up well down in the Bahamas, where he played at the Hero World Challenge. After the day, he pitched 18 out of 20 players with a 3 over 75. Over in the NHL world, the Sharks, they were held scoreless in Boston tonight. Bruins beat them 3-0. Now they're going to skate against the Devils in New Jersey tomorrow afternoon. And we have some good Thursday night football. Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks entertained us with a high-scoring game. Dallas wins 41-36. Dak Prescott threw for 3 touchdowns. Geno Smith for the Seahawks also threw for 3 touchdowns. Now, it's their third straight loss. They now sit at 6-6, while the Cowboys, they now move to 9-3. Here's the random fact from the game. This is the 5th time in NFL history where neither team punted. Warriors, well, they're back in the win column tonight. They beat the Clippers at home, 120-114. Steph Curry had 26 points. Klay Thompson had 22 points. And Kuminga, he was on the bench. He pitched in with 17 points himself. Warriors, they go on the road on Saturday. They're going to be down in Los Angeles playing up against the Clippers. And that right there is your sports on KCBS.
There's a Honda for every holiday adventure. Whether it's traveling to the holiday family dinner in an efficient or hybrid, or heading to a hike to burn it off, the powerful CR-V hybrid. Find your new Honda during Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.9% APR on a 2024 Accord Hybrid and 2024 CR-V Hybrid.
Brought to you by your Northern California Honda dealers at NorCalHondaDealers.com.
You do it for financing details.
When the rains hit, is your home ready? Armstrong's durable and long-lasting foam roofing system isn't just about keeping water out. Experience savings on heating and cooling costs by up to 40%. That means staying warmer in the winter and even cooler in the summer. Free estimates when you call toll-free 855-777-1234 or visit us online at armstrong1234.com since 1966. Armstrong, license 245291.
KCBS Radio, proud to be honored with the 2023 Marconi Award for Legendary Station of the Year, as presented by the National Association of Broadcasters. For more than a century, proudly serving the Bay Area and the trusted source for news. All News 1069 and AM 740 KCBS.
Traffic and weather together here every 10 minutes on KCBS. Now, it always sucks when you're sitting in traffic regardless, but if the Warriors win and you're sitting in traffic, things are looking better. Here's Claire.
Yeah, it's worth sitting in that, isn't it? Plus, it looks like a lot of people went in to get that cool patch because there's a big crowd right now heading to the Bay Bridge and already on it. Eastbound Interstate 80 traffic coming to the city of San Francisco is stop and go right now from 4th Street, pretty solid, over to the center Anchorage on the bridge. It really doesn't get better till you get past the island. All the approaches are still very busy, and 3rd Street really jamming as well. I'm also seeing quite a bit of traffic now on 280 in both directions, in and out of downtown also. So hopefully everybody will just go at a good pace. We won't have any crashes, just heavy traffic that you're sitting in. Looking much better now, Upper East Shore Freeway in San Pablo. We had a crash westbound Interstate 80 at San Pablo Dam Road. That has now been taken to the off-ramp, so that is clear. Past that, though, you run into some road work westbound from San Pablo Avenue over to Central Avenue. Caltrans is setting up in the 2 left lanes. Our next report is 10 to 28 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
All right, thank you, Claire. Now we're taking a look at your 6-day forecast. Now, partly cloudy here at the moment. You're going to see more clear skies later on. In some parts of the Bay Area, you might run into a slight chance of rain. You can have your lows in the lower 40s through most of the Bay Area tonight. Unless you're up in the North Bay, look out for those 30s. It's going to be a chilly one. You're going to see some sunny skies starting off for your Friday morning, but we will see more clouds and maybe even a slight chance of rain later on for your Friday afternoon into the evening. Temperatures for your Friday are going to be in the low 60s throughout the Bay Area. And then Saturday into the weekend, you're still looking at a slight chance of rain still as well. Once you get into beginning of the work week, you're looking at a slight chance of rain. It's going to be not much of a change over the next several days. Your highs are going to be in the mid-50s to low 60s. Look for your nighttime lows to be into the 40s. Traffic and weather together here on the 8th on All News 1069 and AM 740 KCBS. Now, as expected, former San Jose Mayor Sam Liccardo has taken the first step toward running for Congresswoman Anna Eshu's seat. Now, Liccardo has filed the paperwork to run, although he has not actually said whether he's running. Now, in a statement, Liccardo said, "I am taking steps necessary to explore a winning race for Congress. After completing all my due diligence, I'll make a final decision before the deadline." And the day since Eshu announced her retirement, the race to fill her seat has been heating up. Assemblymember Evan Lowe out of Cupertino and State Senator Josh Becker are also expected to run. Well, gas prices in the United States have fallen for 10 straight weeks, and here in California, we're seeing more comfortable numbers than we did in October. KCBS's Shannon Golden tells us about more news from Austria that could bring price hikes to the Bay Area.
In a meeting in Vienna today, OPEC plus oil ministers moved to voluntarily cut 2 million barrels per day for the first quarter of next year. As a result, oil prices globally fell more than 2%. But Phil Flynn, senior energy analyst at Price Futures Group, says it might not last long.